Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're doing Doc from HackTheBox. This box is about solid easy. And yeah, let's get on to the video. As always, I'm starting by opening my terminals here. I'm going to do a ping count for 3, 4, 10, 10, 11, 58. We do get a response back from the server, so I'm going to start by mmap scan. So do mmISC for default scripts. Let me just zoom in. SV for numeration. Scan all ports on my IP. Doing this, we'll do my Z verbose. We have a total of 2 ports open. Port 22 open for SSH and also port 80 open for HTTP. I'm going to start visiting port 80. And here would you get a home for a page called dog. So here we get a page for welcome to dog. I'm just going to visit these links here and see if they do go to like a parameter or something. Maybe we can check for like an LFI. We do have an LFI here. Check for this. Do slide the password, and it doesn't seem like we can, this redirects, right? We do have a user as dog backdrop system as well as anonymous. Anonymous there, and no other users on here. We do have a login page though. I'm gonna do this for like admin pass. I'm gonna log in, and we don't have a recognized username. So I'm gonna go back. I want to get this dog backdrop system to see if this is a valid user on the machine. If we do this for pass. Looking at the error code, we do see that we have sorry for incorrect password. So that means this is a valid user on the machine. So I'm going to start running a GoBuster, doing some enumeration. So the GoBuster to remote minus u into the IP address. We'll take off this parameter here. We'll do minus w for user share word list, or buster directory list over there medium.txt. We'll do extensions as HTML, txt, and also PHP. Look at the ports. We don't have any other discovered ports. Only port 22 open for SSH and also port 80 open for HTTP. Here we have a index.php. We also do have a .git, files, modules, and also themes. Since we do have a .git, I'm going to be using git dumper. We can use a repository for that is on GitHub that allows us to get this git directory. So I'll git clones repository, go into git dumper, do a Python 3. We do have a git dumper.py. So I'm just going to make a directory for dump, cd into git dumper. We can get this .git file or this URL for the .git, Python 3, git dumper for dump. So we can wait for this to be fetched. So I'm going to go back, clear my terminals here. We can go under dump, and now we do have the files in here. So I'm going to go into, I just want to go into files, see what we can enumerate under here. Nothing under here. We have a settings.php. Check what there is under here. Usually we can find some credentials under here as well. And we have the database actually for MySQL and also backdrop as this for localhost. We're not on the machine, so of course we can't log in with that. I'll just do this for put that in as a password. We don't know the user for this password, but I'm going to check or run this against that dog backdrop system, and it doesn't seem to work. So under here, I'm going to do a grep minus IRL. This will do a grep for recursive for everything that is within dump. So starting from the dump directory, searching for any like key string that we do have, I want to do a dog.htb, press it on that. And right now I'm looking for a username. So usually we can do like admin at dog.htb. So we do have a username, and look at this. We have a other user called Tiffany at dog.htb. So I'll try this for Tiffany, and we can just make sure that we have that password. You can see we can log in with Tiffany, log in, and we have a valid user as Tiffany. So under here, I want to start by doing some narration. I'm guessing this is going to be a CMS. I'm not too sure what this is, but let's see if we can find under here. So if I go back to, let's open a new private window for 10.10.58. We do see that this is powered by a backdrop CMS. So I'm going to do as you can search off like a backdrop CMS for an exploit. So we do have an authenticated remote code execution. I'm guessing this is a, it's going to be for 1.27.1. So this is vulnerable. And we do have credentials. I'm going to output this to an exploit.py. This is written in Python. We do Python 3 for exploit.py. We can specify the URL. And let's start by checking what this is doing. So I'm guessing this will be uploading. Let's do we don't have any requests. So this is basically just creating a zip file, I believe. It's doing a writing to shell info, and also shell.php. So we can run this and see what this is doing. So press on that. And so telling us that it did create a for DLSMySLA. It has a shell.zip and also a shell. However, we can go to admin modules install. So it doesn't seem to be found. And I guess we can just install a module, I guess. I guess that's how we're going to get remote execution. So I'm going to go to, let's go to appearance, go to install new themes. We'll go to manual installation. We can install or upload a module. And this is only taking a tar.gc file. However, we do have if I copy from, let's copy this shell. I'm going to copy this back. We'll copy -r for all the files. So I'll do ls-layer. We can do a tar minus, I believe it was czvf. So we can actually get the shell, or we get the shell directory and put this into a shell.tar.gz because this is requesting a tar.gc file. I guess it's doing this the other way. So we'll do this for shell. Press on that. And now we have the tar.gc file. So the box, in this case, we have this for cat. We have for dog and the tar.gc file. Go to install. Installs the shell. I guess we can go to, I'm guessing this is under modules. So we'll see where we can enumerate this, or themes. I believe we installed it under themes. Not under here. Modules, maybe under modules. Got that shell. And we have the shell.php. If we do ID, we are under www data. So I'm going to go to pen test monkey, which is for rev shell. I want to get a Python reverse shell. We'll put this into my text editor. We'll do this for Python 3. We'll change this to, I'm not sure of my IP address. So I'll do ifconfig for 10.10.1692. 9001. Copy this, make sure that we still have the shell available. We do ID, www data. Sorry, let's not do all wrap. Do all wrap, netcat -lvp on 9001. Press on that, execute. We do ID. We're under www data, do a bash -i. My terminals here. We'll do a Python 3 -c. We'll do a import pty.spawn. Then we'll execute a /bin/bash. So my terminals here. We export my term is equal to xterm. We do ID. And now we're under www data. Since we do have credentials for, or before like enumerating anything, I'm going to do ls-layer. And since we do have credentials for this, it was this backdrop 2024. I like usually running against any user on the box. So go to Jobert. We'll see if that is his password. We don't have that as his password, and we can do this for John CU Sack. Enter that password, and we are under John now. We do ID. And we are under we're under John. I'm gonna start running a sudo mycel, enter his password. Here we can run a user bin b. So I'm gonna do a else myslay, see what this is, what file this is, run a file. We'll see that this is a symbolic link to this b.php. We'll cat this out. Let's run a file against it's PHP. This is just PHP. If we run this, we're basically just running the same thing. We have a tool here. I'm not too sure what this tool is, but we can run specific tooling for this. We can block users. I guess this is something we can do commands off this. Really not too sure. However, we do have an evil. Evil allows us to execute PHP code. So let's do a sudo mycel. I want to make sure that this is an actual symlink to that binary. And indeed it is. So we'll do a sudo mysu. We'll do this for root. If we do an eval, see what this outputs us. We do an argument for code is required. So I'm going to specify a -- root since I believe we do have a -- root up here. So we can specify the directory for installation. We'll do this for equals to var www HTML. We can do an eval. That should be right for eval, and we'll specify a system. We can execute, since we can execute PHP, we can do a system to execute any command that we do want. We do semicolon for system, prison on that. Does execute it. So now we can run a bash. We cd back, else delay, from our terminals, and we can cat a root.txt. Well, guys, pretty much in the video. It's more like subscribe, and now I'll catch you guys in the next one.